Why do we use VoiceThread in the educational equity-focused capstones? Well, back in the day, when I first started teaching hybrid courses, I was using the D2L discussion boards that looked a lot like this. And if you've taken an online class before, you've probably encountered fellow students in one of these. Now, while the posts from my students were thoughtful, the interaction was not very lively and not very authentic. And as an online instructor, I just wasn't feeling the same magic that I would see in the classroom when I was teaching my face-to-face capstones. So I started experimenting with different ways that we could have discussion, where we could build a community, where we could get to know each other on a personal level, and where we could have thoughtful and deep conversations a little bit more organically. I started looking around at tools and I tried a lot of different things, but I've been using a tool called VoiceThread for the last couple of years. Instead of a static discussion board where people type their thoughts and respond to each other, we have a tool where students can interact and engage via video, voice, or text.
Hey guys,
So you can see a student speaking in the video. The discussion prompts are in the middle of the screen, and students have threaded responses to each other and a discussion that happens a lot more like something that we would see in a classroom. So more quick back and forths, a lot of questions and answers, and more organic unfolding of the topics that we're discussing. The other benefit is that students really get to know each other. Hearing voices, seeing facial expressions is important to a conversation, and especially when we're talking about the kind of issues that come up in a social justice focused class, it's great if we can build a level of trust and a safe space for discussing things where we feel like we really are getting to know and respect each other. So that's why we use VoiceThread in this class. It definitely fits into the framework of a social justice framework and to having the kind of rich discussions that are important to this kind of learning. And it's also just way more fun. I think the community feels more connected, and I certainly feel more connected to the group, and that's not a bad thing for sure. So that's the why